So we got an update on Wednesday about Justin Herbert. He did not practice today, but I feel like a lot of people are taking this out of context. There's really no reason for Herbert to practice. I mean, he just had surgery yesterday, of course, to repair a broken bone in that left hand. Herbert doesn't need to practice all week to go out there on Monday and to have a good game. The Chargers are playing this safe, but Jim Harbaugh did say the team's optimistic. He also did say that Trey Lance has been getting more reps at the goal line because to that point, you're kind of just asking for Herbert to re injure the hand if you put him out there, which I'm perfectly fine with that. Trey Lance, he could definitely handle those goal line situations. He's a big physical quarterback. You guys have to understand that the strength of the Chargers on Monday, if they're going to win, is not going to be their passing game. Like Herbert isn't going to throw for 300 yards. They're going to have to get it done with their run game. And the Eagles' defense, specifically run defense, I mean, is 24th. They give up 128.9 rushing yards per game. In Week 13 against the Bears, they gave up 281 rushing yards. Given the fact that Amari Hampton is expected to return in this game, it's at the perfect time. Because now all of a sudden you got him. Hassan Haskins, I believe, was also activated, so he should be good to go potentially. And on top of that, you've got Kamani Waddell, of course. You got Patterson, who I thought looked pretty good against the Raiders, but I feel like I could look pretty good running the ball against the Raiders. The Chargers, they're getting a little bit healthier. Yeah, absolutely. We miss our left tackle and our right tackle. But I think the Chargers will win this game. Anytime Justin Herbert goes out there on the football field, this team has a chance to win. And I just think Jim Harbaugh teams, as the season starts to get later and later, they're at their best. I will say the one player on defense that the Chargers need to pay close attention to is going to be Quinyon Mitchell. He currently leads all NFC corners in terms of passes defended with 14. Opposing quarterbacks, they struggle to throw to wide receivers that are being covered by him, completing just 44% of passes thrown. I mean, that is tied for the best in the conference. So Herbert, he needs to be careful throwing at Mitchell. All it takes is just an interception by him, and the Eagles get a short field, and they come down and score, and they win the game. So protect the ball, run the ball, come after Jalen Hurts, get them into third and longs. Just that's really all the Chargers have to do. I know it's very easier said than done. Like I'm just kind of sitting here right in my mom's basement saying that, but the coaching staff is really just who's going to coach better. I think that's what this game comes down to. It's going to be, of course, Nick Sirianni against Jim Harbaugh. And give me Jim Harbaugh any single day in that game. The Eagles, they average 209.5 passing yards per game, which is a huge advantage for the Chargers because they don't have to worry about the pass game. Jalen Hurts only has 2 interceptions. The Eagles just don't turn the ball over, but people think that if you just don't turn the ball over, you're going to be a very good offense. This is kind of proof that that isn't the case. The Eagles are 19th in points, 24th in yards, 23rd in passing yards, 22nd in rushing yards, despite having Hurts and Saquon is crazy. It's preposterous. 27th in offensive success rate. The only offenses that are worse are the Vikings, Raiders, Titans, Browns, and Jets. That's how bad the Eagles have been offensively. Literally, the only way the Chargers won't win this game is if they just turn it over. If Herbert goes out there, they take care of the ball, the defense just does what it's done all season, I think the Chargers will be able to win this game. It's not going to be all that pretty. I mean, this is an Eagles team that's lost a couple in a row, and they're going to be motivated to try to get that number 1 seed. But this is just one of those typical situations where the Chargers just don't beat yourself. Do not beat yourselves, and you're going to have a very good chance to win this football game. Just Herbert being out there as a threat to pass, because with Trey Lance, teams are going to dare the Chargers to beat them down the field. But with Herbert, you can't do that. So Herbert is going to have to play in this game for the Chargers to win, and it doesn't have to be all that pretty. I mean, it can be a 14-11 game as long as the Chargers win and stay alive in the playoff hunt. That's really all that matters. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about Herbert, and we're going to talk a little bit about just this game overall. So starting off with Herbert, because he's the thumbnail of the video, there's just no way Herbert doesn't play. I mean, this guy is tough. You can say what you want, but he's dealt with fractured rib cartilage. He's dealt with a shoulder injury, broken finger, severe high ankle sprain. He's played through all of those injuries. Like a broken left hand is not going to stop Herbert from coming out there on Monday, assuming that he is fully cleared to play, which all signs are pointing to that he will. I mean, he came back out there against the Raiders after missing 7 or whatever plays. So if he did that, I don't know why he wouldn't play over a week later. Another thing to take into consideration is that the Chargers medical staff, they're going to have a cast, a glove, maybe even some other device on the hand to protect Herbert. Given that now they have over a week, 8 days, of course, because Sunday to Monday, they're going to have a plan for Herbert to be able to make it through this game and to stay safe. And the Eagles defense, it's just not what it was last season. Their defense was unbelievable. It hasn't been the case. I do think that the Chargers are going to be able to put together a game plan to protect Herbert, but to just do enough offensively to win. And given how good the Chargers defense is and how horrible the Eagles offense has been this season, this is honestly a good matchup for the Chargers. I'm not saying that this is like going up against the Raiders. It's a far different opponent. But I do think that even with a conservative offense from the Chargers, they still are going to win this game. As long as they don't turn the football over, there's really no reason to believe that the Chargers won't win this game. I feel very confident in my football team to be able to go out and to do that. I know some of you guys aren't going to want to hear this, and I completely get it, but I feel like as a creator, I've got to mention it, and that's going to be the current playoff standing. So right now, 8-4, the Chargers would have the 5th seed because they're 7-2 in the conference, which is better than the Colts and the Bills. And yeah, if they lose, it's not a conference game, but staying above the Colts and the Bills is huge because right now, if the season were to end, the Chargers, they'd go to Baltimore, and that would be like literally the best possible matchup with the way Lamar's played. The Ravens defense has been better of late, but it's not the same old Ravens defense we're kind of accustomed to. All of a sudden, if you lose and you have to go to Duval, you have to go to Denver, I mean, that's just asking for a lot out of a team that is just derailed with injury. So winning this game, you stay afloat. I mean, technically speaking, the Broncos still haven't won the division. Like the Chargers have the tiebreaker over them. They're going to play them again. You just never know with football. But all I know is that if you do win, it makes things a lot easier. And the Chargers' schedule is not soft by any means down the stretch. Like the next game, guys, is going to be a short week going to Arrowhead. After that, going to Dallas. They just beat both the Eagles and the Chiefs. Then you've got Houston, the best defense statistically in football right now. And then you go to Denver. So you lose this game, and then you lose an Arrowhead. It's just going to add up quickly, and just like that, the Chargers are going to be out of a playoff spot. So it's absolutely crucial that the Chargers get this game. It's at home against a struggling Eagles team. The Bears rushed for, 281 yards, I said, last week against them. Amari Hampton's back. Justin Herbert should be good to go. He said after his post-game press conference on Sunday versus the Raiders, of course, that big win, or not big win, but win to kind of that they had to get, that he did expect to play. And now, of course, Jim Harbaugh on Wednesday saying to the media that they're optimistic Herbert will play, which basically saying that, yeah, Justin Herbert is going to play. They hold him out of practice, which is completely fine here. But there just isn't a quarterback more important to their team, in my opinion, than Justin Herbert is to the Chargers. I think you could make an argument for like Lamar and Burrow, but Justin Herbert's right up there. Like, imagine if Trey Lance was the starting cornerback all year. That's a corner. That would be interesting, Trey playing corner. But imagine Trey Lance is the starting quarterback of the Chargers. This team would have 3 wins. Like, there was a season where Herbert did get injured, and look how bad they were, right? So Herbert being out there, absolutely, this team's going to have a chance. He doesn't have to be the Justin Herbert that throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. But it just has to be Herbert in certain moments. When the game's on the line, especially to make a play. Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Keenan Allen, and Amari Hampton. I trust this offense. The Chargers are going to win this football game.